Welcome to my follower guide to Mutiny. Her job as a follower is to craft loot tickets. You can check here at the top right your wallet. At any point in time, these are how many skirmish and dungeon loot tickets you have. The main place where you can get these tickets in bulk is the Flame Tree Expedition. Please watch my video on the Flame Tree Expedition adventure for more details. But she can also craft tickets. As you upgrade her level and rarity, crafting will take more resources and less time. I think she starts with 6 or 7 hours, and at maximum level, which is 50, it she brings it down to only 1 hour. She also has a chance to craft double the amount, which is equal to her level, so 1% at level 1 and 50% at level 50. And it also says that leveling up will increase the chance for dungeon loot tickets. I don't know exactly what the chance is. From my own observation, for what I've been using her when my ore is maxed out and I have nothing better to spend it on, is probably around 25%, something like that. I would say 1 in 4, maybe 1 in 3, maybe up to 33%, but I'm not sure about that. Now, when you start the game, at the early parts of the game, this is very, very useful. You can get the tickets that then you can spend on those dungeons and skirmishes to get level 100 chests after you've unlocked that option in a party when you're not strong enough to do those level 100 skirmishes and dungeons for yourself. Later on, when you get to the point where you're strong enough, her usefulness is not that big. As I said, the best way to obtain the tickets in bulk is in the adventure. But sometimes you will find yourself that you have a lot of ore and you cannot spend it because spending ore is related to having follower crystals, mainly for Eveline and Drungli, or having a lot of ether so you can craft with Toragon, Jemka, and Soul Chaser. So if you don't have those, she's a good way to spend your ore on, as I said, when you have nothing better to spend your ore on. Now, a lot of new players don't seem to see a lot of value in skirmish loot tickets. It is true that dungeon loot tickets are more valuable because they allow you to farm for specific pieces of equipment, whilst skirmish loot tickets just give you a random level 100 if you have that rarity unlocked chest that can have any piece of equipment and any spell and any minion from the 15 base story dungeons. However, there is two things that I want to say about that. The first one is whenever Gong's Sushi Surprise Adventure is on, there is an adventure where you get a lot of food, and burning skirmish tickets is the best way to get lots of stuff while you burn all that extra food that you're getting from the adventure. And the second thing, and I recommend you watch my video on ore, is that in dungeons you cannot get any wooden chest. If you check the chances for dungeons, as you can see, 40% chance for iron, 30% chance for gold, 20% chance for ruby, and 10% chance for diamond. However, in skirmishes, you can find with a 37% chance wooden chests and also 29% chance for iron chests. What this does is that open those very low rarity chests have a higher chance to yield iron because the drop loot tables for these chests are so small that getting iron is pretty common. So excuse me, not iron, ore. So when you're trying to farm for ore in order to craft something or to spend it on your followers for relics or glyphs or whatnot, opening the chests is very useful. And that is when burning lots of skirmish loot tickets comes into play. But as I said, a very useful follower at the start, later on, not so much, but still an option that will allow you to spend ore before it overflows when you have no better options than herself. And that's my video about Mutiny. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and see you on the next one.